All right, welcome back. This time we're ready to talk about the story of Noah and the flood. We often, as little children, hear about this story. This is how it went down. All right, the people that were around in the earth at that time had become incredibly evil. God had got sick of them and was ready to just get them off the earth. I'm done with these people. But there was one man that God said was righteous, and his name was Noah. He was the only one on the earth that was considered righteous. The New Testament would call him a preacher of righteousness. So God told Noah, build you an ark of gopher wood and put your family on it and 2 of every animal, and I'm going to bring this great flood, and it's going to rain 40 days and 40 nights, and the water in the deep's going to be broke up and flood the earth, and all life's going to be destroyed except for you and your family. Well, they didn't really, I don't think, even understood what that meant. You got to understand, until this point, there had never been rain on the earth. The Bible said that the mist came up and watered the ground. So when you're talking about rain for 40 days, they're like, what's rain? I don't even know what that is. So you can imagine when he's telling everybody and he starts building this ark. The Bible says he was 500 years old when he started building this ark. He finally got it built when he was 600 years old. So you're talking about 100 years to build a boat. If you ever been to Kentucky and actually seen the ark's replica, it was pretty awesome. You could understand how 4 people, it would take a long time to build it. Well, obviously the people that was watching him build it thought he was absolutely nuts. They're like, you're just a crazy old man. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What God's telling you to do what? What's rain anyway? We don't even know what that even means. So God kept telling him to build it. He kept building it. Then finally God gave him an ultimatum when it was finished. Said, you got 7 days to get this thing loaded up, and it's coming. So he let everybody know. Of course, the people's probably making fun of him the whole time. You crazy old man, like, what are you doing? He might have been at the top of the boat with his fist like, I'll give you 5 of these. But the Bible don't say, but he probably was. So they just kept on, and after 7 days, the Bible says that God himself shut the door. Noah didn't shut the door and leave everybody out. God did it. And they still thought he was crazy. Oh, you're just nuts. Like, look at this crazy Noah in his boat. Then all of a sudden it started lightning and thundering and raining. And they're like, what is that? They're like, maybe Noah was right. Now they're at the door beating on it. Come on, let me in, Noah. I believe you now. You're not crazy. Took you 100 years to prove it, but you're not crazy. Let me in. But God didn't let them in. All of a sudden, the deeps was broken up. It started pouring rain, and the earth was flooded. This happened in the 2nd month. The Bible says by the 10th month, 8 months later, you could just now start to see the top of the mountains again as the water started going down. And then finally, after a year, they were finally able to go out. They had to float around for 1 year, finally came back out on the ground and looked around, and everything was dead. Everything that had breath in it had died. All the animals, all the land animals, all the humans, everybody had died. But the real story about Noah was that everybody that trusted Noah survived. The Bible doesn't say anything about the people on the boat with him, which were family members and in-laws. The Bible never says they were any good. The Bible never says they were righteous. Matter of fact, the Bible had said everybody was evil except for Noah. But yet they were saved anyway. They weren't saved because they were good people. They were saved because they believed the one good person that was on the earth. Everybody that lived on the earth in the day of Noah got saved that listened to him. Just like today, everybody on the earth gets saved who listens to Jesus. It's the same thing. Jesus is righteous, and he makes us righteous by believing him. These people were saved not because they were any good. They were saved because they believed what Noah had to say. And in the same context, we just have to trust the Lord just as they trusted Noah. That's the story of Noah. Not just the destruction of the earth because people was evil, but everybody that listened to him was saved.